Ladies and gentlemen, it's Super Bowl Sunday, and how can you not be excited? It's one of the best days of the year as a football fan. I'm very excited. I got my boy though, my boy from William Penn University, the man whose team just upset the number one team in the nation this week. People were going crazy. Oskaloosa, Iowa, big supporters of the channel. Connor Moff, good to have you back on the pod, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great, Dunk. I'm doing great. Just got back from a weekend road trip in Missouri. Got two big dubs, and now we're back, ready for the Super Bowl. So, yeah, happy to be here.
Well, Muff, all William Penn does is take dubs, bro. That's what they do, so I'm not surprised. But Connor, man, we did this last year. We had some shows. You and Cooper, who will be joining us here in a little bit, were prominent in joining us and having a good time with it. And last year's game was not really what we expected. But what do you kind of expect going into this game today? What are you kind of looking for, Connor?
I mean, I'm expecting a Super Bowl classic, to be honest. I think this is going to be, hopefully, going to be one of the best Super Bowls that we've seen. Like you mentioned before we went live, I think last year was kind of a letdown in terms of game. But I'm just hoping for, honestly, I want to see like a shootout. I'd love to see a very high scoring game, um, kind of like a one score game going into the fourth quarter. And then, let the better team, decide who they are in that moment. And I don't know, I think we've seen, obviously the Bengals come in kind of out of nowhere this year. Nobody really expected this from them making this run. And then you have the Rams, which is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. I think people expected them to be right here at the end of the season, or at least close. So I just hope, I'm expecting, I think it's going to be high scoring. I think the over is going to hit tonight. Um, but yeah, expecting just a good game and an absolute shootout.
Well, that's the hope, Connor. That is the hope. Whenever you think of a Super Bowl, you want an instant classic. Jake out here in the comments, he's going for the Bengals today. As am I. Actually, I'm rooting for the Bengals, but I do think that in fact, the Rams are going to end up winning in a close one. But Muff, I'm expecting today, man. I'm expecting good defense. Honestly, I think this could be a defensive game. Um, I've been kind of going back and forth on this. So I went on my guy Kenneth's podcast a couple weeks ago, um, and I think I said the under would hit, and I think I'm going to stick with that. I think it's going to be like these two defenses are kind of playing well at the right time. Obviously Jesse Bates, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Sam Hubbard. Like you have a lot of talent between these two defenses, and if the Bengals defense plays the way it did in the second half against the Chiefs, I think it's going to be really hard for the Rams to move the football, and vice versa. If the Rams play the way they did in that fourth quarter against the Niners, it's going to be very tough for the Bengals to move the football. Eric Batentes is in here. Shout out at Ebar 08, baby.
Eric, who?
Barretentes. I don't know. I haven't said that name in a hot minute, bro. I'm wrong, aren't I? Yeah. Eric
It's
can tell.
yeah, it's
What?
it's Eric Barrientos.
Barrientos. Dude, that's a
Yep,
tough name to spell, man. But shout out Ebar. Love that guy.
yep, yep.
But yeah, kind of like the matchup I'm most looking forward to: Jamar Chase versus Jalen Ramsey. Like that's gonna
That's
be the
the
matchup, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one that's gonna be highlighted. I think throughout the whole game. Um, and it'll be interesting to see how Cincinnati makes use of their like other receivers, kind of in their offense too. I think you're gonna see. I almost think the Rams should just put two guys on Chase just to take him completely out of the game almost. You see, I looked at some of the Bengals' losses this year, and it was defenses who didn't let Chase touch the football, and they made them go in different areas, different receivers. I also think it's going to be interesting to see how the Rams contain Joe Mixon. I think he's a very good running back, and I think if he has a good day today, I think the Bengals are going to be in a very good spot to win this game if they are able to run the ball effectively. Obviously, the Rams are really, really big up front and have a great presence in that box. But I think that's another key player to look out for today too.
Yeah, and Connor, I think to me what you said in particular really comes down to the game because Burrow is going to throw the ball. The Bengals are going to try and airmail the ball. If you
Yeah,
can get Mixon going, slows down Aaron Donald, Von Miller a little bit, and Leonard Floyd, then you have some chances to, hit him over the top with a little play action to T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. Really great weapons on the outside, but Mixon, I think, is really the key for the Bengals today. And also, they got to be able to hold up front because – they held up really well last week. I thought against a pretty good front. Chris Jones, obviously highlighted in the middle of that Kansas City defense, held up pretty good. So what I'm looking for is, can the Bengals repeat that performance they had last week heading into this week? Can they repeat that? If they can, that puts them in a great chance to win. Another thing I want to bring up too, Muff, if this comes down to a field goal game, I got Shooter McPherson, pal. I don't know about you, but this
yes,
dude has been on fire. What I like about McPherson, he's so young. He hasn't had any of those blunders yet. So he's just like,
yeah,
I'm going to go out and kick the football.
yeah. No, you can tell his confidence is sky high every time he goes out to kick the ball, and I mean, he's just really confident. Like you said, he hasn't had any of those blunders yet. And yeah, I think if it does come down to a field goal, it'd be cool to see the Bengals in a position to let him have a chance at it for maybe a tie to force overtime or even a win. So yeah, that would definitely be interesting. I also wanted to bring up, the Bengals don't necessarily have a great offensive line, and obviously today they have to go up against Aaron Donald, Von Miller, Leonard Floyd, like you said. Do you think that's going to speed up Joe Burrow's release of the football? Like trying to get it out of his hands and look for a lot of maybe like quick checkdowns, kind of like they did against the Chiefs in the second half of the AFC Championship game?
See, I think it might, but I think what it comes down to is, does Burrow get rattled? Because it's like you see him take those sacks in the Tennessee game. He takes 9 of them, and he still stands in there and throws the ball. Like, I don't know how much his speed will be sped up in a way because it's Burrow is just so calm. It's like he's not stressed. He reminds me a lot of Muff. I know you remember this, like Kyle Hendricks back when the Cubs were like insanely good. Like the dude, you couldn't rattle him. Like that's what Joe Burrow reminds me of. Like he just doesn't get rattled. That's really what it boils down to. And I think that at a point in this game, I think early you're going to see a lot because this is Burrow's first time. This is also
Yeah.
Stafford's first time. So how do they do early is going to be key. And I think how the coaches call the game is going to be very important here early on, especially in those scripted plays, that 15 to 20 plays that you have scripted, that you go out there and say, okay, this is what we're running. That has to be great today, especially in
Yeah.
a game of this magnitude. But I don't know, like part of me thinks, okay, if Aaron Donald gets you, it's a little bit different than some of these other people. But again, it's like Burrow hasn't been rattled all year. Like
Yeah.
he'll take a hit, he'll get up, he'll stand in the pocket, he'll throw a 50-yard pass and take another shot. Like that's just how he's been playing this year. Is really what it comes down to.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. I think you could maybe, if let's say the Bengals are struggling early offensively, or maybe the the Rams are really getting to Burrow early in the game. I do think you're going to see an adjustment pretty early once if and when that happens to kind of change that structure of that offense, because I think with a defense like the Rams, you can't really just continue to do some of the same stuff against them, because I think they're probably the best NFL defense in terms of adjusting to different types of offenses. We've seen them, dominate different types of offenses. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Cool. What up, man? Welcome to the show.
What up, fellas?
How you doing, Cool?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good.
Continue, man. I don't want to break
Yeah,
up what you're
No,
saying.
all I was saying is I think we could see some early adjustments from the Bengals if the Rams get to them offensively. So
I agree, Connor. I agree. Cooper, how you doing, man? What's been going on?
Man, I'm good. Just been living, just living the life.
There you go. What are you expecting tonight, bud? What are your kind of expectations heading into this football game here?
Rams are gonna win. Cinderella story's gonna come to an end.
All right.
I just don't believe the Bengals. I just can't wrap my head around the Cincinnati Bengals winning the Super Bowl.
yeah, that's
really what it is. I just think the Rams are gonna have a little bit too much firepower for them. As long as Stafford doesn't turn the ball over.
and we also got to put. I don't think I was mentioned this yet, but like factor in that they're literally playing at their home stadium.
It's true.
That
Crowd
like,
probably won't matter much though.
crowd probably won't matter, but
yeah, maybe just
they're
playing at
comfortable playing
home,
at their own.
having your
They're
own
gonna be in their own
locker
locker room.
Yeah,
like,
all that.
Just the comfortability about that. That they've had the same. Usually teams when they go to a Super Bowl, they have they fly out or whatever, and they have a structured week before that. I've read some articles. They've had the same week, just like any other practice week they've had up to this game as they would any other NFL game this year. So I think we also got to take that into effect. But yeah,
I got
I think
$100 on the Rams -3. I bought a point.
you bought one? Okay.
Yeah.
Rams -3.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I could see this game really going one or two ways.
That's how it works when there's two teams.
Yeah, I know, but like in the sense of like either it's going to be close all the way throughout, or like the Rams are just going to go up and then the Bengals are going to come back. And if the Rams go up big and the Bengals come back, I'm going to take I just don't know. I haven't seen this before in my lifetime where a team like Cincinnati just comes and it's comes out of nowhere and just there Super Bowl.
I have.
Yeah,
Who won the Super Bowl in 2011 as the sixth?
Green Bay. But
Exactly.
but Coop, again, it's like Green Bay, like even looking at that team compared to this Bengals team, like look at the talent. Like the Packers had a ton of talent on that squad.
Yeah, they did. I mean, Cincinnati's got a lot of talent.
Yeah.
They got a lot.
I think Cooper, me and Muff were talking about this. I think the key tonight's Joe Mixon for the Bengals. They're gonna
have to throw a lot of screen passes. They're gonna have to get the ball out quick tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna have to,
they're gonna have to.
When Leonard Floyd is blitzing and you got Von Miller, I don't think Burrow is gonna have enough time to like survey the field at all. Like you're gonna have to get that ball out quick, and it's gonna have to be like Cooper said, screen plays or either a check down to a flat area. But
and I mean, for the Bengals, if you have success doing that, I mean, that's crushing as a defense, just getting killed on screens. I mean, it just sucks. So I mean, we'll see. I like, as much as I want the Bengals to win, I don't anymore just because I bet on the Rams. But like, I wanted the Bengals to win before. I just couldn't, like I said, I couldn't wrap my head around the Cincinnati Bengals winning the Super Bowl. And as much as everyone's hopped on the Joe Burrow hype train, like, yeah, he's outstanding. He's been outstanding. You can't deny that, but he still isn't, like, there's still multiple guys who are better than him. I'm not even talking about like Rodgers, Brady. Like, that's obvious. Like, Josh Allen's better than him. Justin Herbert's better than him. Like, I don't know. I guess he could prove me wrong if he's really that guy. He's already proved me wrong. I didn't think they'd beat the Chiefs.
Well, cool. I mean, you're gonna see it tonight whether he's that guy or not. Like, I mean, it always comes down to a couple throws or a couple plays, and you got to think that if it's close, it's gonna come down to Burrow.
Well, I just thought versus Kansas City, he throws that interception with about 8 minutes left.
Yep.
And that's an interception that you don't see Tom Brady make that. You don't see Aaron Rodgers make. I get it's his second year. I'm not going to sit here and critique Joe Burrow like he's one of those guys. So he'll have those mistakes. It's can he limit that mistake? Because the Chiefs should have won after that. The Chiefs kind of sold themselves. But if he does that versus the Rams tonight, can they come back from that? Because, like I said, that was a monumental mistake. With 8 minutes left to make a pointless throw. I mean, on what down? It wasn't third down. It was first or second down.
It was second down. Yeah.
Doesn't have to make that throw.
I think it was second and short, too, by the way.
He had there was there was nothing open there. Yeah. It was great defense. Right. I think it was Snead. Pretty sure Snead is the one who picked it off. But, after that happened, I was like, okay, now the Chiefs are winning for sure. I was like, all right, Bengals took back momentum, but then that happens. I'm like, all right, there's no way the Bengals are taking this back. But, hey, I mean, they keep proving me wrong. So I'm definitely giving them a shot. I'm not going to sit here and say they don't have a shot because they have proved everyone wrong every week.
I think I agree with Cooper, though. It's like I still can't wrap my head around the Cincinnati Bengals, even in the Super Bowl, because to be honest, I mean, obviously I knew, Chase and Burrow were, good, and, the Bengals were getting a little better. I don't think they were a terrible team, but I did not even expect anywhere close.
Yeah, it's just, crazy because, these guys lost to the Jets. These guys lost to the Bears. This team, at least the entire regular season, they weren't what people think of them right now. But that, I mean, all you got to do is get hot at the right time. And getting that confidence after winning a playoff game, and then you go to Tennessee, which that win in Tennessee, as outstanding as it was, I think a lot of people actually gave them a chance just because Tennessee's kind of in the same boat. We haven't seen Tennessee win that meaningful game the past few years. Yeah. So I think that was kind of a battle between teams who haven't really succeeded that much. So that one, I'm like, okay, they beat Tennessee and beat the 1 seed on the road, but that team hasn't. But when they go to Kansas City and win, then you kind of got to just be like, all right, you have all my respect after that.
Well, and Cooper, the way that they won that game too, because for me, it's 21-3, the Chiefs are up. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there is no way, to me, there's no way, and then they get it back. They're down 11 at halftime, I believe. And then the Chiefs get the ball to start the second half. And even still, you're kind of like, okay, are the Chiefs about to just come down here and make this 28-10 and, they're going to be off to their, second, third Super Bowl in a row or whatever. It's unbelievable. I think Connor, that this is really going to come down to just the Bengals, man. Can they keep this going? Because they played a perfect second half at Arrowhead, which I don't think a team has played a perfect half at Arrowhead in years. So,
I think that's probably one of the toughest. That's probably the toughest or one of the toughest places to play in the NFL, especially in the playoffs when it's cold outside. I think they played amazing, and I don't know. I think I'm interested to see which team kind of gets going first in this game. I think a lot of these playoff games have been huge momentum swings, kind of in the middle of games. Even Coop talked about that interception, that. In my head, I was like, that game, it's over now. The Chiefs got it. Even we saw in the Rams and 49ers game, to be honest, I thought that game was going to overtime, just based on the way the Niners were able to move the ball that whole game. And if they go down and get in field goal position, we might have a different team in the Super Bowl today. But no, I just think these games have been so huge in momentum swings, and I'm really interested to see if the Rams. I think in my head, I would imagine the Rams just starting out hot and comfortable in their own stadium and getting it going early. But I think, but honestly, I mean, the Bengals have. I think the Bengals have. I think they've scored first in 2 out of the 3 playoff games. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I'm also interested to see how the Bengals defense plays today as well. I hope that. I don't know. I think if the Bengals can at least force some early 3-and-outs or maybe just some early stops, I think that's going to be devastating for the Rams offense. So.
Yeah, I think so too. And like Connor, me sitting here right now, kind of envisioning how this game is going to play out, I really think the Rams are going to jump out early. They have some experience on their side. Coach has been in the Super Bowl. Aaron Donald, Von Miller, been in like Jalen Ramsey, like all these guys been in Super Bowls. Okay, and I think they jump out maybe a 10-point lead. Then I think the Bengals kind of roar back, make it close, and we have this instant classic that we've been kind of talking about here for the first 21 minutes of the show. And really what I think, if you're the Bengals, you have nothing to lose. Like, you weren't supposed to be here. Not a lot of people are picking them to win. Like, you have nothing to lose. You're playing in their home state. Like, you have nothing to lose. This is when you just throw it all out there and see what happens. And that's when teams are the most dangerous, is when they got if they lose, okay, the Rams had more talent. The Rams had better coaching. Like, no one's going to give the Bengals crap for losing. And, obviously, unless they get blown out or something like that. But, like, I don't see that happen. I don't see them getting blown out. But, like, if they lose by, like, 3 to 10 points, like, no one's going to rip them too bad. Like, they got nothing to lose. So they just come in there, they play their game. And by the way, with a motivated Joe Burrow, that's the most dangerous thing right now in the NFL, as we've seen over these past few weeks. And for me, when you go into Arrowhead, you earn my respect. And Joe Burrow has certainly earned my respect. And I think Cooper accidentally clicked exit. He should be back, hopefully.
All right, Doug, I gotta talk to you about some bets. I gotta talk to you about
fellas. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
All right.
I had to take a call from my father.
We were just gonna talk about some betting lines today.
Oh yeah, I joined at the right time.
Yep. All right. So everyone knows the spread. How are we feeling about it?
I actually saw it's been moved to 4.5 on a lot of sports books.
I saw that recently, that it was moved to 4.5.
It's been moved to 4.5 on a lot.
I like the Bengals plus the 4.5. I think the Rams win, but I would take the Bengals in the 4.5 because
that's why I bought a point to get the Rams down to -3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when Ohio State played Utah. I bought the point to get it to -3, so that field goal. I pushed. I didn't lose, didn't win, but obviously you'll take a push any day when you got $100 on the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took the point. I took the Rams -3.
Great game.
Outstanding game. Ohio State should have won by more than 3, though.
Probably.
Smith and Jigba kind of screwed me over on that fumble at like the 5-yard line when he got peanut punched.
Yep.
But go ahead, Connor. Let's hear it.
All right. Then we got the game totals. 48.5 is the line.
The under has been trending because it started at 51.5 last week. That's what it came out as. And it's moved down 3 points. So obviously everyone who took the under early is feeling pretty good.
Right.
You like to see that, but man,
See, in my
I
head,
think I would take the under.
that's
think I would
what
take
I
the
was
under.
just about to say.
I could see
we've seen
24 to 21, something like
Yes.
that.
The last 3 Super Bowls have the unders have all. I think the unders have all hit in the last 3 Super Bowls. If I'm
I could even see like
not-
27, 24, like that.
yes, yeah. That
Well,
that could
that would
definitely
hit the over
Yeah.
now, but
That
I'm
would-
saying
the
the
over would hit.
51, the 51 and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I liked it when it first came out.
when it first came out, yeah, I loved
the
the under as well. Yep, I loved
but
it.
now I'm like not sure.
It's like, yeah, it's really, truly like 50-50 at this point.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Then I'm gonna go through some of the game props I have.
Yeah,
Brought
this
to
is
you
what
by
I was going to
FanDuel.
get to because these ones are good.
All right. Both teams to score a touchdown on their opening drive, coming out at plus 1,040.
I mean, those
yes
odds are
and
good. Those are good odds.
minus 2,500 for no.
I would never bet on it because I don't think either of them are going to score.
No, I agree. I think each team is punting their first possession.
I think each team goes probably 3 and out. To be honest with you,
That's usually how it goes in the Super Bowl. Maybe one first down, but yeah, it's usually the first drives they're pretty dry.
Yep. And then we have, I like these. So each team first touchdown, either passing or any other type of touchdown. For the Rams, a passing touchdown is minus 230. Any other touchdown is plus 184. For the Bengals, a passing touchdown is minus 188. Any other touchdown is plus 152.
I would take the Bengals one personally.
Yes. Yeah.
I would do the Bengals one. Because I feel like the Bengals have a better chance of giving it to Joe Mixon if it's in the red zone compared to the Rams giving it to Cam Akers.
Yes.
Yeah,
the Rams just throw the ball, man. The Rams
especially with Akers fumbling history too.
Yep.
They're probably not going to give him the ball in a goal-to-go situation.
Well, and Sony Michel and Henderson are both healthy and going too.
Yep.
So maybe they
Tyler Higbee is out for the Rams today.
Yep. But Kendall Blanton played good against he played good against the 49ers, bro.
Yeah, dude. Blanton was solid, bro.
He was solid. He had like 5 catches for like 55 yards, I think, or something like that, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
but
for real.
They were just running him some easy routes, just getting him the ball, and when he had space, he looked good.
Yeah. All right. First touchdown scorer, Cooper Kupp, plus 490. Cam Akers, plus Joe Mixon, plus 750. Jamar Chase, plus 850. Odell, 850. And T. Higgins, plus 1,200.
I'm going to go.
That's an interesting one.
I'm going to go. My first touchdown scorer is going to be Sony Michel. I'm going Sony Michel.
You know what? I like Higgins.
Sony Michel plus 1,700.
I'm gonna say Higgins. Sony Michel. I'm gonna go deep down the list.
$5 wager, $85 payout. That's.
I'm going Higgins.
All right, Dunk and Connor. I got a couple for you guys now. A couple that I've taken.
What do you got?
So. Will both teams kick a 33+ yard field goal and make it? I said yes. I put down yes for that.
Yes.
I have the caller of heads or tails to be incorrect to start the game.
Oh.
So the Bengals are the home team. So wait, who calls away or home? I don't know.
Rams.
The away team calls.
So the Rams call. I have that the Rams are going to be incorrect. I have that the first turnover of the game will be a fumble, not an interception.
I like that. Cam Akers fumble history.
Dude, fumble was plus 155. Interception was minus 160. So you're actually getting way better odds with fumble.
Yeah.
So I took fumble.
And especially, too, like you talk about like guys on both teams, like some hard-hitting dudes. Like,
yeah. And I know anything can happen to interception, tip ball here and there, but I mean, you can get a fumble on any play. You can't get a
Yes.
fumble or you can't get an interception on any play. So that's why I was like, you never know. Someone gets rocked. Someone's helmet hits the ball. Someone gets a punch in there. There could be a fumble. And then the last one. This is an interesting one. Clint Capella from the Hawks to have more rebounds tonight than Cooper Kupp has targets.
Oof.
I took Clint Capella
How many?
You took
to have more rebounds than Cooper Kupp has targets.
Who are they playing?
I have no idea. I didn't even think.
You
I was like,
didn't even look.
Clint
Wow.
Capella go grab some rebounds.
Yeah.
Bob, Cooper just making bets out here. Not
Oh,
even
I
looking.
love it.
No, it's a real bet. I took it. It was on the site. I took it.
All right.
There's a bunch. There's like Marcus Smart to have more steals than Joe Burrow touchdowns.
What?
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, I'll tell you guys this right now. I like Van Jefferson's over. I don't know what it is.
It's funny that you say that. I have Van Jefferson to have the longest reception of the game.
Yeah,
I think
You know
Van
what?
Jefferson's getting a bomb tonight.
probably.
I also have Van Jefferson over.
I think he's
60
hitting.
receiving
I think
yards.
he's getting a bomb tonight. I really think
Yep.
he's going to get a shot at a deep ball, and I think he's going to have the longest reception of the game.
Right now, FanDuel has Van Jefferson at 60. I had him yesterday. The odds were higher, but now it's Van Jefferson. It's still plus 280. I got him at plus 350 yesterday for over 60 yards receiving, but I think that's going to hit. I think Joe Mixon might break one out tonight for some odd reason. I don't know why. Let's see. First half total is at 24 right now. I think that's going to be under, to be honest.
I love the under
First-
there.
Super Bowl is usually low scoring.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of
and
under
we
two.
just-
I could see like 13-10.
Well,
Yeah.
we just talked about how like early in the game, like the first drive of the game is a punt. So like you're already looking at one drive for each team, not resulting in points. I love that bet, to be honest with you. I love the under there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that one.
Yep.
But
We also
what
got
Gatorade do you think it's going to be?
Purple.
Purple. I was thinking, so I was looking at some stats, and it's like 80% of the last 20 Super Bowls, it's not the color of the winning team.
yes,
So obviously for
I was about to
Bengals,
say.
orange, Rams, blue or yellow.
I saw a tweet about that.
So purple.
Purple,
go.
yeah, purple. I mean, you'd have a good shout at purple. I
Lock
think
that shit
I
in.
want to say yellow is the favorite. Maybe it was
Yeah, but
orange.
the Rams have yellow.
That's true, but they're more blue than they are yellow.
No, but
Yeah.
they're wearing jerseys with a lot of yellow.
They are, and those are their best jerseys. Those jerseys are perfect. I love those jerseys. The last time the Rams won a Super Bowl, they wore those jerseys.
That's why they're wearing them, Coop. Superstitions, bro.
Yep, and that's why I think they're gonna win, and that's why I'll probably take yellow. I think I'm gonna take yellow. I haven't done it yet, but I've put too much thinking into this. I've put
Right.
too much thinking into what color it's gonna be, but I think I'm gonna go yellow. I might do
Yeah.
purple too, though, just because you said it.
All right. So we're running polls. I know that you guys have both voted. Coin toss tonight, 62% of the folks are on heads.
I'm on heads as well. Yeah,
I'm
I
on
also
tails,
took
bro.
heads.
Tails never fails, baby.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, it did last year. So
Last year,
I know it failed last year, Muff. Okay, I know. We're redeeming ourselves. More passing yards, Joe Burrow or Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford currently has 75% of the vote. Not surprised there. Old buddy pal Deuce Schick, big Rams fan. Good luck to him tonight.
I just think the Rams are going to throw the ball more than the Bengals.
I'm gonna say
I think the
Joe
Bengals are
Burrow's
gonna go deep
have
more.
I'll say Joe Burrow's gonna have more because they're gonna be down.
I think
they're
so too.
I like that. Coop.
More-
I like that. Yeah.
more receiving yards, Cooper Kupp or Jamar Chase. Cooper Kupp has 87% of the vote.
Yeah. I just don't think they have someone to really stop him.
No.
They're gonna have to have multiple guys on him.
Well, and two, you got Jalen Ramsey, who's that dog that can go lock up with Jamar. So I think that's part of it too. More total team sacks. Rams or Bengals? Rams, 88% of the vote. I agree with that.
Rams. If it's not the Rams
I might just bet the Bengals to maybe get paid a huge payout tonight. That's my mindset.
What
if
about-
it doesn't hit?
So this is interesting. More takeaways. It's currently 50-50. Who do you guys like there? Bengals or Rams?
I'll take the Rams, even though I could see. Actually, no. You know what? I'm gonna say it's gonna be dead even. They're both gonna have one turnover. That's what I'm gonna say. Both teams will have one turnover.
Super Bowl
like that.
MVP. Stafford, Burrow, Chase, or other. 7 people are on Burrow, 3
Stafford.
people are on Stafford, 1's
I'ma
on
go-
Chase, and 5 are on other. Who do you like?
I'm gonna go other,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take Cooper Kupp.
Okay.
Cooper Kupp.
I'm going other,
That
and
would have
I'm
been my other. Yeah, I guess.
I'm going other, and I'm taking Jalen Ramsey.
That's fair. I was thinking Aaron Donald. That was another. If Aaron Donald could get through there, maybe get 2 sacks.
I think
Cause
Yeah.
a bunch
think-
of stuff all
I think-
game.
I think Ramsey gets it. I just have a gut feeling.
I just don't think it's going to be a defensive player tonight.
I don't either, but I mean, all it takes is one play. It takes a
That's
Ramsey
true.
pick 6.
Like Ramsey
a
pick
fumble
6
or
or a
a
big
forced
pick to
fumble.
like
Yeah.
seal the game.
Yeah.
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 And then who wins? 57% on the old Bengals, which
I'll take the Rams, man. I'm
I
taking.
think the Rams. I think the Rams win. I think it's close though.
You know, I'd see. There's part of me that thinks it's. There's an odd part of me that thinks it could be like a blowout, which is scary.
I think the Rams are gonna win by a touchdown.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say. By a touchdown.
Also, make sure you guys go head over to our Twitter page. We got a tweet up there where y'all can pop some questions about the Super Bowl, about other things, just NFL questions in general. Pop some down below. We'll answer them throughout the day. It can be Super Bowl related, off-season related. A lot going on off-season wise already, boys. It's gonna be an interesting one for me and old buddy pal Cooper Brinkman down there.
Hey, Aaron Rodgers is coming back, man. Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
I also think Aaron Rodgers.
I-
you
is
see
gonna be
that's
getting
what
paid.
Schefter and Rappaport tweeted today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers is coming back, and I don't think he's coming back alone. I think Devontae's going to come back,
Yeah.
and Devondre Campbell is probably going to be the one that we're just going to have to swallow the pill and be like, damn, we can't bring him back because he was that good. He's going to get paid. He is going to get paid. But that's good for him, man. I hope he does.
So we got a question from Ebar here. Buffalo barbecue, lemon pepper, and garlic parm. Gotta choose 2 for the game. Thoughts?
Buffalo for me is like number 1. So I'm going Buffalo 1.
Are we assuming it's Wingstop?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going Buffalo and garlic parm personally. That's what I would take.
I
love those 2.
I go original hot lemon pepper.
Yeah,
Those are
that's
my 2.
Wingstop's Buffalo original hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Original hot and garlic parm would be my 2.
I'm going Buffalo and barbecue. Those would be my 2. I
mean, you can't go wrong with those 2.
No, those are staples. Yeah. Also, do you guys? I also have a question. We're hosting a little get together at my apartment for the Super Bowl. Do you guys usually do wings, pizza, other, or like both? Or do you guys like what's
Wings,
your
usually
usual?
wings?
Usually wings.
Usually
But I have done both. I know we have
Usually
done both.
Yeah.
No.
Both is elite. If you got both, you're set. Enjoy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
one more thing, I'll say the Super Bowl at 5:30 is perfect. I love that.
Perfect time.
Love that Super Bowl's at 5:30.
'Cause-
Everyone can watch it. You don't have to worry about going to bed.
Yeah.
I love
Yep.
that the game's not ending at 11:15. I think that's awesome. Dunk, are we going to see you after the Super Bowl?
Yes, I was about to ask you. Are we
Post
going to be
game
on
show,
it?
baby. I think we got to run it back, boys.
That was good stuff.
I think we got to, and hopefully maybe I'll be able to get the man himself, Jay Mule, in here for the post game show.
Oh, I could get us a couple people too.
Oh, we'll.
Big old baby.
If the Rams win, we have to have Spencer in here. No doubt.
Deuce.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta get Deuce, bro.
We'll get him.
All right, bet.
All right, some final score predictions, fellas.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, and then we're done.
Yep, sounds good. All right, Dunk, go ahead. You start us off.
Dunk, you got to start us off, man.
All right, so you guys can tell I'm kind of not really sure who's gonna win this game. Like, I feel like the Bengals have a really good chance here, but I'm gonna stick with my pick all throughout the week, and it's because of two guys. It's because of Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald. I just think that the firepower on the Rams defense is going to be a little too much for the Bengals to move the ball late. I think Jalen Ramsey gets an interception late off of Joe Burrow and seals the Super Bowl. I like the Rams 31-27 in an instant classic. Connor Muff, what about you, pal?
Okay. I think last week, Dunk, I didn't tell you this, or 2 weeks ago, I had a bet that had both games going to overtime.
Yep.
And the 49ers ripped my soul out of my body when they did nothing like they did the entire game. They were driving out the field. And I was like, all right. When they had the ball with 2 minutes left to go down the field and possibly kick a chance to tie it up, I was like, I'm cashing this.
It was $14 for 3,300, by the way.
$14.26
to win 3,300.
$300. I was going insane after the Chiefs and the Bengals went to overtime, right? I think this game is going to go to overtime, and I have the Rams in overtime by a touchdown. All right? I got the Rams 26-20 in overtime.
I like that. That's
awesome, dude. If this game goes to overtime, the live tonight is going to be lit.
That's ridiculous that you say that because my score is Rams 27, Bengals 20 in regulation.
Oh, regulation! I like
so
it.
Mine will have the extra point, but yeah, the entire time, even before Dunk said his, I was 27-20. So for you to say 26-20, that's funny. But yeah, I'll go 27-20 Rams.
Boys, give me an X factor for each team tonight.
All right, I'll start on this one. Like I said, Bengals, screen passes, getting it out quick. That's going to be their X factor. So Joe Mixon, if you want a player, I'll say Joe Mixon. And even P. Ryan, I'll say those two. And then for the Rams, I'm going to go, I don't want to say Stafford not turning it over because that's kind of a given. So I'll go with Kendall Blanton. I think he's going to have he's not going to have to do too much, but he's going to have to play. He's going to have some catches tonight to spread the wealth a little bit. That's what I'll say. My underdog. That's a big underdog, but hey, who knows? Maybe he scores a touchdown.
Off.
I'm going to follow this up. I think tonight's going to be about throwing the football. I think both teams are going to throw the absolute hell out of the football. I think I know it's cliche to say both quarterbacks, but honestly, it's going to come down to how well both quarterbacks are connecting with their receivers. But I also just want to give, if this part of the Bengals plays insane tonight, if the Bengals offensive line can stop or at least hold the Rams,
all they got to do is slow them down. They just got to.
As long as they give Joe Burrow an extra 2 to 3 seconds to throw the football, I think that's going to be the X factor for the Bengals tonight is their offensive line. For the Rams, I just think it's going to be how well they're going to be able to move the ball down the field and get it to the receivers. I think they've been doing a good job of it all year. But I'm just going to go Stafford. for the Rams. X factor.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the Rams. I think it's Van Jefferson because I think so much attention is gonna be thrown at Odell, Cooper Kupp, Cam Akers, and all those guys. Van Jefferson, he's gonna make a big play in this game. I think, like you said, Coop, longest pass receiver.
Yep, you and I, we're on that one, baby.
I think that's Van all day, slam dunk. I really do.
And the odds are crazy. It's like plus 900 or something like that. It's crazy odds.
Yeah. Also, another thing I'm gonna do is that, Coop, like stuff that we kind of agreed upon. I'm gonna put up like as little graphic on the IG before like the Super Bowl, like letting people know like this is what we're kind of on and seeing. But for the Bengals, I'm gonna go with an Ohio State product because they're all full of them over there.
Let me pick.
All right.
Who it is?
Yeah.
Hubbard.
Nope. Von Bell. I think Von Bell, he's gonna either force a fumble or get an interception, something big that could change this game to where the Bengals are. I believe he made the play last week in Kansas City.
He did.
To seal that game. This dude's playing with a lot of confidence. You know, obviously when you have a whole nation behind you, it helps a lot. But
when you got Jesse Bates to the other side of you, that helps. Yeah,
one of the great safety duos in the league for sure. Yeah. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to go check out our Twitter. Comment some questions down below on that. Also, make sure you guys go answer the polls on the Instagram. Those will be posted all day until 5:30. Connor Muff just sent me this in this private chat thing. 26-20 Rams, $5 to win $1,500.
There you go. I love it.
See, Muff is right.
Lock it in.
I love it.
Lock it in.
Hey,
Muff, are you putting 5 on that, pal?
I'm not. I got 27-20. I'm doing 27-20.
What are you
one
putting
more
on
stat.
it, Muff? Did you say you're putting $1,000?
No.
To win 15,000.
Get out of here.
Dude, if that hits, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
You know
insane.
what? We always do this. We go, dude. If that hits, never hits.
If that hits. Hey, last week, dog, I had a good week on FanDuel. But one stat for you before I go. Both teams have scored 460 points this year, the exact same amount of points. So whoever wins tonight really wins the season total.
Yes, that's true.
That's a crazy stat.
It's crazy. Both have scored exactly 460.
That's kind of nuts.
It is nuts. And one more. Actually, no, I have 2 more stats because I have one more. This is the first time ever both quarterbacks have a record in the regular season below 500. Wow. Neither quarterbacks are above 500 in the regular season in their careers. Wow. Joe Burrow is 12-13, I believe. And then Stafford's like 86 and 90 something, I want to say. Maybe worse than that. Probably worse than that, to be honest. But, yeah, both of them below 500. First time it's ever happened. And who knows if we'll ever see it happen again.
Probably won't.
But see you after the game, sir.
Yes, we'll be live.
It's been a pleasure.
Game right back here. Make sure y'all subscribe if y'all
Hopefully we
already.
Made some money.
Huge thank you to Cooper and Connor for jumping in and doing this with me and talking some bets, talking about the Super Bowl, all good things. Huge shout out to all the boys, Ed Bod, Sibs, Jake,
Eric Barrientos.
Yeah, shout out.
You want to know how this guy pronounced? You want to know how this guy pronounced?
Oh no, I already got the video.
Okay.
Oh, you got the video.
I got the video.
You got the video, damn it.
The video has been screen recorded and chopped already.
Barrientos.
Hey, it's Mom. It's all right, man. I know how to say your name at least.
Well, mine's not as hard as Barrientos, I guess.
All right, then, fellas. I'll see y'all at about 9:30.
All right, we'll see y'all after the game. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Stay tuned. Have a great day. Peace.